find an equation for this graph. First, we're going to look for the amplitude. And the amplitude is half of the distance between the maximum and the minimum. So from 0 to 1, so the amplitude is 1. Now, the curve is a generic cosine curve. We need to look for b because the period is equal to 2 pi over b. B should be the constant that multiplies the argument. So how do we look for b? Notice that the period on our curve is pi. So pi is equal to 2 pi over b, which means pi over 1 is equal to 2 pi over b. When we cross multiply, b times pi is equal to 2 pi. We cancel out pi, and b is equal to 2. So an equation for this graph is y is equal to 1 cosine 2x, which means that y is equal to cosine 2x. For 29, we are going to look for the amplitude. Remember that the amplitude is half of the distance between the maximum and the minimum. So the amplitude, that distance is from 0 to 2. The amplitude is 2. We also need to recognize the curve. And this is a generic cosine curve. Now, we are going to look for b, since the period is equal to 2 pi, the period of cosine, which is 2 pi over b. Now, the period of our curve is 6 pi. So 6 pi is equal to 2 pi over b, which means 6 pi multiplied by b is equal to 2 pi. When we cross multiply, pi cancel, 6b is equal to 2 pi, and b is equal to 2 over 6, which reduce is 1/3. An equation for that graph is y is equal to the amplitude 2 times cosine 1/3 x. For question 30, we're going to follow the same template. Y is equal to a sine b times x plus c plus the vertical shift t, if there is one. So now the amplitude is the distance from 0 to the highest point, and it's 2. This is a generic sine curve. Now we're gonna be looking for b, and the period is equal to the regular period for sine 2 pi divided by b. Now the period of our curve is 3 pi, so 3 pi is equal to 2 pi over b, and b is the unknown we are looking for. When we cross multiply, we get 3 pi times b is equal to 2 pi. We cross out pi, and 3b is equal to 2. Therefore, b is equal to 2/3. Now, an equation for this graph will be y is equal to 2 sine 2/3 of x.